I fail to see why and how this government can grant this to them and override everything, the families, the public.
Kathy Park's father was a resident of Orchard Villa long-term care home in Pickering. He died of COVID-19 in April 2020, but Kathy says the state in which her father lived his final days was deplorable.
The conditions surrounding his death were very traumatic for my family and myself.
Kathy and the Ontario Health Coalition are taking the province to court on Thursday, challenging the Ford government's approval of an 88-bed expansion, plus a new 30-year license for the long-term care home, which is run by Southbridge Care.
This for a company with one of the very worst records of substandard care, negligence, neglect, horror, and death in their facility.
We reached out to Southbridge Care for comment and did not hear back in time for broadcast. Advocates say the province isn't adhering to its own Long-Term Care Act, which states the government can't issue licenses to long-term care home owners that have had a history of substandard care. Now, Orchard Villa was one of the homes hit extremely hard during the pandemic. 206 of the home's 233 residents contracted COVID-19, and more than 70 residents died during the pandemic's first wave. The province called in the military to help Orchard Villa and 6 other homes. The Canadian Armed Forces came out with a report afterwards detailing troubling allegations at the Pickering home, including insect infestations and patients left in soiled diapers.
Why on earth would we give this 30 years at a massive expansion to such a company with such a record?
Last June, the Ford government issued zoning orders to speed up the redevelopment of Orchard Villa, despite Pickering Council rejecting the company's zoning request. The province, for its part, says the expansion is in the public's interest. In a statement, they tell City News in part, the people of Pickering deserve a new modern long-term care home where currently hundreds of people are waiting for care. All proposed license extensions must undergo a rigorous undertaking process to show that they can meet these new high standards, as is the case with the proposed Pickering development.
Creating more beds without the quality of care is simply creating more horrific ways for more people to die.
Now, the one-day hearing will happen in front of a panel of judges where both sides will present their case, and then a decision could come down in the next several weeks. In Toronto, Afua Baah, City News.